Okay, in this video, we're going to do a major transformation to this sofa. It's going to be black. And if you'd like to see how I transform this sofa, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube, so today in this video, we are going to be painting this lime green sofa. This sofa is very sturdy. It's been around for a very long time. Someone gave it to me, and I knew when I saw it, I was like, this is going to be perfect for what I need it for. This is how it looked, I think, cleaned off, but I had to just let you see how it looked beforehand. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it apart and clean it, but I could not find a sofa cover because that would have been a lot easier. When I tell you I couldn't find one anywhere except for that circular piece on the end, that half circle, I think it's called like a chase, I was able to find a sofa cover for that piece, but this long 4-seat part, I could not find it. And then I considered making one, but I was just like, no, because it has all these pillows and I'm not that good at making like sofa covers. So I was like, let's just paint it. I looked on YouTube and I was looking up some upholstery paint. My husband gave me the idea. He said, you know, sometimes they have upholstery paint. I looked it up. I saw a video. A lady did do like a chair with some upholstery paint. I looked it up on Amazon. The bottles were very small. They were probably about 30-ounce bottles, but they were like $22 a bottle, and I would have needed at least 20 bottles. So I kept searching on YouTube, and I saw a video where someone used some regular latex paint. However, they watered the paint down and they added fabric softener. And like, you kind of have to eyeball it and get like a perfect half and half mix. And it worked like a charm. So you're just going to see us scrubbing, me and my cousin, we're scrubbing down this sofa, getting it nice and fresh and clean. And then it's also good to kind of get started while the sofa's already kind of wet. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, so we have the sofa nice and clean, sanitized. It's smelling good. It's a little damp, but that's okay. We have our tarps and our some old sheets down. We have our roller brushes, regular paint brushes. I have this bucket. This is the paint. It's Gideon Premium paint, just some regular paint, flat black from Home Depot. It was about maybe $25. Then I have like this oil pan from Dollar Tree. And I have two different kinds of fabric softeners. One is from Dollar Tree and the other one is like from the grocery store. Huge difference in price. One was like $3 and one was like $9. So get it from Dollar Tree. I'm just stirring up the paint. You could use whatever color that you'd like to. I'm just going to pour a nice amount in this pan. Originally, I was just doing the paint and the fabric softener. But after doing a little bit more research, I added water. So you'll want to have some fresh paint brushes, 2 different sizes, 2 different types, to get in those different areas. And then you'll want to have a spray bottle. The spray bottle is a game changer, and you'll definitely need the spray bottle. The spray bottle is just as important as the fabric softener and the paint, and you'll see why. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it started, you guys. Now, let me just tell you this, it worked out. However, It did take, I want to say it took at least about 5 days, only because this sofa is very big, and I did have help, but the sofa is very big and it kind of sucks up the liquid. So it's like over time, you want to make sure you get enough coats in so you don't have that color seeping through. Now, had this been like a brown couch, maybe a maroon couch, maybe it wouldn't have taken so many layers. But because this couch was a light and bright color, I think it was very important to make sure I had plenty of coats of paint on it. The paint does stretch out pretty well because it's watered down, so that does help. But because the paint is watered down, remember there will be quite a bit of dripping. So you want to make sure you go to Dollar Tree or wherever you can get like some paint drop cloth, so you can get some tarps, old blankets, whatever you have, cover up your floor because it did get a little messy. So I'm doing 2 different brushes to see which technique I like better. But let me just tell you one thing. The more you use the spray bottle, the better the paint seeps into the fabric. And the more, if you feel like it's starting to dry and feel a little crunchy, use a little bit more water and a little bit more fabric softener. So you're just going to see us painting this couch, you guys. I tried to like kind of keep up with how long it took. I'm saying 5 days because I know I change outfits at least 3 different times in these videos, but we got it together. So just keep watching. And if you're able to do this outside somewhere, or maybe in your garage, and maybe in between let it dry in the sun a little bit, that would be a wonderful thing to do if possible. At night when we left or when we were finished, we just kind of let the fans run and blow on it. So it worked out very well. But it's one of those things where you truly have to trust the process. And on this area, I was using a a sanding brush, because I saw another video, a lady was using a sanding brush just to kind of really get that paint seeped into the fabric. I was trying to see how I like that technique. So we really wanted to just kind of work on the base first. We didn't work on the pillows until second. So that was like round 2. The area that the pillows are going to be covering, we didn't want to focus too much on that. And then some days our kids came and helped. So we really kind of pulled together and got this done. I sprayed that spray bottle so much my finger was sore, but it was very necessary. And as you can see, the paint is going on very well. Again, you have to water it down. It's a process, but it worked. And I think it was a great option, because I just knew there was no way I was going to leave this couch this lime green color. Now, lime green is cute and all, but it just didn't fit the decor or the idea of what I had planned. So me and my cousin, we worked on this for a few hours for about a week straight until we were finished. And as you can see, the drier my brush got, it was like a little harder to like really smooth it in. At one point my husband came over and helped, and he showed me a really cool technique that really got the paint smoothed in very well. I'll show you what he did, basically just using a lot more water and moisture. Okay, so here in this clip, I'm just kind of showing you what we're working with here. So we kind of laying a foundation. We're going to start working on these other pillows, but as you can see, it's kind of looking kind of good, right? Like, I feel like you can see where we're going here. So it's really coming together. excuse the mess in the back. This is, you see the ladder there. This is a home that we are renovating. It's a property that we're working on, and I'm going to be uploading more content about this house. I'm kind of gonna be out of order with it because I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about it, but it's going to be like a shared living space. And I'm showing you here in this clip the areas that are obvious that I'll have to go over. Like you can kind of see once it dries, like the next day when we come back. I think this is like day 2. You can see the little blotchy areas. So we can kind of see where we need to go a little heavier, you know? A little ashy over here. And that's my youngest daughter. She wanted to help out. You know, kids love to paint. So we just gonna keep at it, and that's what we're doing. Some of the angles are a little off, so please excuse me. I was trying to get the best angles possible. We all just blocking the camera, but okay. So here on that armrest area where my husband just added some paint, you see how wet it is? So that was a technique that he kind of showed me that works a lot better. Just laying it on there and just making sure that it's extra moist. Okay, so here we go. He had that spray bottle and he was going heavy. And you see how he was like really focused on wetting it and brushing at the same time. You see how glossy he has that couch looking. Now the end result did look a little ashy like towards the final end, because I had to remember I did get flat paint, flat black. So I guess you can kind of take that in consideration when you're purchasing the paint that you want. But look how smooth that's going on there. He's all about trying to develop a system where you can work smarter and not harder. So when he showed me that, just kind of wetting it up a little bit more, it worked wonders. So I'm getting around to these pillows. So I'm just spraying them up real good so I can go ahead and get that paint in there. Now, I enjoyed doing this because I felt like it was like the only option that I kind of had. But thinking back, you know how you do something because you like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. But then you think back like, oh, I don't know how I did that. Where did I have the patience? But look at it. You know, when you do something and you see how good it looked, you be like, okay, that was worth it. Was it messy? Heck yes. Was it time consuming? Heck yes. But it was summertime. It was really hot. We kind of rotated and took the pillows out on the porch and let them kind of bake in the sun, on top of like some boxes, of course, not just straight on the porch, on some tarps and stuff. Pretty much getting to the end of it. I'm showing you the next day, probably day 3, I think this is. Touching the pillows to touch. They were very wet because remember we had to like go really hard with spraying the water on. Then you can see the areas where it's blotchy. Like you could still kind of see the green, but it's not so bright. So that's just what I'm kind of showing you here, where I need to go ahead and fill in and go over some areas. And if you have like a hard time understanding, wait a minute, this is paint. If I sit down, my outfit is going to be black when I stand up. No. Once it dries, it's cured and it's fine, you know? Now, think about how people dye clothing. You know how you dye clothing? People dye denim jeans, jackets. You know, you use fabric dye, or, you know, and then once you wash it in cold water and everything, it's fine, you know? Or like if you put a rinse on your hair, sometimes it will bleed a little bit depending upon the product, I guess. But this is not like when you sit on it. Now, of course, if it's still wet and still curing, yeah. But once it's dried, it's perfectly fine. So right here, because at first we was thinking about, well, we're not going to paint the back of this counter. Nobody's going to see it. But I'm like, no, we have enough paint to where, because I think I ended up using 1 full gallon of paint. Then we had like some other ones that were like, had a little bit of paint in them from other projects we're working on in this home. So we did the back, and this is pretty much going to be close to the end of it, but it's still a little bit more to go. We did the back, however, we didn't do like 2 and 3 coats. We did it to the point where if you look at it, oh, it's black, you know? And we didn't go 2, 3 coats on the back. We got it to where it was fine enough to where it looks okay, if you get what I'm saying. Because like I said, this was quite a job. Now it definitely was quite a job. And now we are on the back of the other little C-shaped area of the sectional. And I just think, because I think this furniture is just so old that they just don't make this style of furniture anymore. Like I said, I was able to find a cover. It was like $50 on Amazon for this C shape. But that 4-seater area, I just couldn't find it. I couldn't. It was like all 3-seater covers. So we're just working that paint in the back. I have that plate because like I said, when I get it nice and wet, it was a little drippy. So to try to avoid making such a huge mess, I had a plate to help me go from the pan to walk over to the sofa. Okay, so here's what we're working with. We let these lay forward overnight with the fan on them so they can dry. So when we get it set back up, if it happened to bump the wall, there wouldn't be paint on the wall, you know? So here I am. I think this is like day 5, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to flip them back up and put the couch together and then kind of look at it and see what we have. This is it was very sunny and bright, so it does look a little ashy. So I'm just kind of putting everything back together. Okay, so I put the couch back together. This is my drapery and stuff. Try not to get the floor a mess. Still ended up getting the floor a mess. So I have to go through with some scrub pads and get this paint up. But I have some very obvious areas that I need to go over. But for the most part, in my opinion, I think it looks really good. I like this a lot better than that lime green color. I would definitely do this again. If possible, I would do it outside. I've saw people do it outside or like in a garage somewhere because it gets really messy. But let's talk about the texture is thicker. This couch was one of those couches that's like super soft, and when you sit in it, it's like you feel like it's hard to get up off of it. So I like the texture being a little bit thicker. But the obvious area here that I could see so far, it's like right here. Like, how did I miss that whole spot right there? Oh, you know what? That is dust from being flipped, because if we're still working here, the floor a little dusty. That's actually dust. I'm gonna wipe that off and then see what that looks like. But that is dust. I see a little area there that could use some touch up. Let's see here. This area could use some touch up, but again, this could be a combination of dust, but I think it needs a little touch up there. Other than that, oh, this area definitely needs to be touched. Maybe it's a combination of dust too, but it needs to be touched. And like I said before, this looks really good on this side. I think that's a spider. I don't know. The back, I'm not going to worry about the back at all because the back is not going to be a big factor. But I think this looks really good. I'm going to mix up a small amount and touch the little areas that I can like see that needs help. Couple little spots. little spots. But overall, I think it was a great option. Okay, you guys, OMG, here is the final finished result of the video. This is fast forwarded some months down the line. We moved some things around, we threw some things away that were kind of in the way. We're kind of really putting this place together as it should be. My aunt, who is like so fabulous and has such a beautiful home, she gave me these beautiful pillow covers. The full gold ones I got off Amazon, but the ones with the gold stripe down the middle, the ivory pillowcases, those came from my aunt. The decorations on the table came from my aunt. The candles in the back. There will be more videos coming based on the evolution of this home. If you can only see what this room right here that I'm showing you, if you can only see how this place was when I first acquired this property, my goodness, it was a long road to get this house in the condition that it is now. Like I said, I'll be out of order, but I'll be showing you the process and the walkthrough of this home. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a separate channel for that or if I wanted to put it on here, but eventually I'll put it on here. But I'll be showing you some videos of how I'll be decorating this home with some help from my aunt. I'll show you a video of this coffee table that was brown, that was given to me, donated to me as well. There's a lot of transformations that took place with this property, and I just have to get the footage together because I just was documenting things but not sure when I was gonna have time to edit it. But I think it's gonna be pretty nice once I finally put it out. But I'm so proud of how this turned out. It looks absolutely beautiful, absolutely fabulous. The black looks amazing. Then I finally have the pop of gold. I'm gonna add a pop of silver in this area as well. I love how big the sofa is. It's going to be a shared living space, and I want to make sure everyone has room to sit in this area and watch TV or have meetings or whatever they need to do. So if you have a sofa that you acquired, maybe if you thrifted it or you want to upcycle it to do some decorations to your home, I really hope this video did help you out and give you some ideas and some motivation. Like I said, I did give you the pros and cons. It's messy, it's time consuming, you have to trust the process, but I'm very pleased with the outcome. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please share it with someone, share it on Facebook, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Life is a Whole Vibe. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Hey guys, check out my website, myroyalradiance.com. And there's always a coupon code available with a special discount, Royal Beauty 10 off. Use it today. We have some updated styles of luxury inspired faux leather fabric. And when you buy 3 sheets of fabric, you'll get the 4th one free of charge. We also have these beautiful iron-on patches available and these beautiful planner charms that are so versatile. You can use these to decorate your cell phone cases, compact mirrors, or you can turn these into brooches or croc charms. More beautiful sparkly gold iron-on patches for your crocs or denim jackets, and the latest item we have are the brooches for the slouch socks. We also have luxury inspired croc charms. Iron-on transfers are also available. Check out our website, see our tactical defense, where we do have in-waistband gun holsters, belly bands, magnetic holsters, and a lot more.